Hello everyone, welcome to the semi-final game. I have actually managed to be able to get into the stream, so here we are. We see the scores 6-all between TPT and NumerOuno here. Looks like it's trying to be a bit of a push down mid lane, but it's a 3v2 at the moment. Fairlife and Purejex going to be protecting that base up, and the gold is very even here at the moment as well. Obviously one tower's gone down in favour of TPT, but really close game, and we see NumerOuno actually leading in the gold, so it'll be interesting to see if they're able to keep this advantage up. Obviously CSing a little bit better than their opponents the majority of this game. Just going to reorganise some of these overlays, make sure we've got everything in the right position. Looks like Lewis is going down a little bit in that top lane, not going to be taken out though. Here we go, everything in the right place as we are ready to continue watching this game and looking to see which team is able to get through to the finals and play for that 3,200 RP each. So I do seem to be solo casting at the moment. We will hopefully get myself a co-caster. Jarvan's coming in for a gank here on the top lane. Shyvana is not in the best position. Jumps in there, but no red buff pop yet. There's the slow. Dragon's Descent going to come out. Lewis. Oh, Cataclysm means that Shyvana has to use her flash to get away from that one. Good burning of that summoner spell, but she was able to escape, so nothing really happening. And we still see this three-man sack here by NumerOuno in the middle lane. Soraka giving as much mana across to Lissandra as she can, helping her clear out these waves quickly. But that Vayne got 2 kills, 40 CS behind though. 40 CS is a huge amount. And yes, got those 2 kills early game, but hasn't really been able to capitalise on that. Purejex obviously picking up that counter 2 kills where she burnt her flash, trying to get under that tower, and she's now gone to the bottom lane and is going to try and push that one out as much as she can. Tower's going to go down, she's going to get some extra minion waves away, and Vayne being in mid lane is not helping her farm at all. Not going to be able to get any CS, especially when you've got an Orianna fighting you for it as well, and that's probably where we see the majority of this gold lead for the NumerOuno team. 5,800 on that Sivir and only 4,700 picked up on that Vayne, so 1,000 gold the difference, and it's about 2,000 gold the difference between the two teams. But that extra those 2 turrets they just picked up really going to help them out with that gold. They're coming across towards this dragon and they want to try and secure this one. They've got a good set of ward placements. One here, going to have that pink ward in the bush near the river, the death bush it used to be called, or the banana bush. That's going to be able to give them a little bit of extra vision, but don't really want to be doing this one when you don't have your AD carry there. Civ is coming across, joining them in the mid lane, is going to just provide that little bit of an extra boost for them, help them get this dragon melted down, because obviously dragon is going to do a bit of damage here. It's almost like a Baron, but obviously not quite as much damage as Baron, but will be getting some damage down onto that Surge Warning. They pulled it out, trying to get away from that Death Sentence and Flash, but here comes Stokes on the job and going to go in. Death Sentence lands actually onto the dragon. They're going to go in for this one. Lissandra using Glacial Path. She locks up Lucario there. Vayne is free and clear. Nice wish. Healing everyone up. Beautiful shockwave hitting 3 people up. Lissandra goes down. Orianna can chase this beautiful Cataclysm. They're locking in Surge Warning. They're going to jump onto Poro. He's going to go solo. Riven has come in as well. They might be able to secure another kill from this one. That is already down. Nice heal there. Divine Blessing going to keep them alive and they can rotate back towards this dragon. However, Shyvana has been pushing down this top tower the entire time, down to about half health, and should be quite easy for her to get that tower before Orianna is able to clear this one out. Nice fight there for TPT. They managed to get a good shockwave. Cataclysm on Sejuani as well, burning her flash, but Lucario is not in the best position here. Shyvana nicely farmed up. 161 CS already, almost 20 minutes into the game. That's well done for her, and she's got that kill. Sunfire Cape built that bilge water as well. Riven's going in here, the stun landing onto Wannabe, but nice heal across the wall. Riven's going to get closed upon. Here comes Lissandra, here comes Sivir. She misses. Oh, is it going to be enough? Yes, Wannabe does go down, but Riven gets taken out as well. And that is a 1-for-1 trade, and Shyvana going on Lucario again here, not going to be able to keep up with her. Oh, the Dragon's Descent with the heal coming across the wall as well. Lucario, the burnout is there. Are they going to be able to get enough damage done? The ignite. Here comes the condemn out of Vayne. Flash away. They're going to try and counter-engage this one. Jarvan is here, but Lissandra from the backside. And Vayne has gone solo. The shockwave only knocking up Shyvana. Isn't going to be enough. It's a 4v3. It's a 4v2. The Soraka is spamming out those star calls as much as possible. Flash away there by Thresh. Lissandra almost went back in. Sivir had come round the side, and apparently I'm dropping frames, but there are no frame drops coming out from my side of things, so hopefully it's just a Twitch error. Let me have a look and see if I can sort that out for you guys. Okay, I'm sure one of my admins will get back to me and tell me if I'm dropping any frames. They can quite easily talk to me. Altazar's actually jumped into the room with me. Can you hear me, Altazar? Apparently not. Well, let's see if I can sort this out while we're doing this. Sorry about all of the technical issues we've had today. Someone's internet went down, and then like the world exploded, and you know, things happened that made it very difficult for us to keep this stream running as much as we would like to. But here we see a 9-8 lead coming out for TPT. However, they're behind in gold. Still 2,000 gold the difference. 40 CS in that top lane and 70 CS in that bottom lane. Sivir is bombed to high heaven. Almost got her Infinity Edge. Got the BF sword and the pickaxe for that. Zeal as well. An interesting build here. She hasn't really completed any one item, but got a bit of extra attack speed from the Zeal. And got the extra damage coming out from that BF sword. Going to build that into the Infinity Edge. And be melting people's faces. I mean, Sivir, sometimes you see the Bloodthirster rush on her as well. That pure AD, along with the lifesteal, really helping her out. But getting those extra critical strikes, especially when you think about the amount of damage she can already naturally do with her boomerang blade, is really going to help her out a lot. We're sort of entering that stage of the game where it comes down to how well these two teams fight. Team fight. Jarvan getting jumped on a little bit here. Not sure that's going to be enough, so Jarvan's going to have to back away from that one. Neither of these teams are exceptionally pick comp based. Yes, you've got Lissandra with that Frozen Tomb who's going to be able to do a lot of damage and knock someone out of a fight, but she's not based on the assassin sort of meta we see coming out from people like Zed and from people like Fizz and Kassadin and these guys who are going to their backline and just bursting down as much as possible. That's not what Lissandra does. She has good sustained damage throughout a fight with her Ice Shards, with her Ring of Frost as well, and she's got great mobility with the Glacial Path. So what we'll be seeing is this team fights, and it's all about how well Soraka plays in that backline, healing up her team, keeping everyone safe, and Lissandra and Sejuani are able to combo their ultimates. If you can get a beautiful Glacial Prism, into Frozen Tomb, that's going to be so much stun lock here. And if you can land that on the Orianna, along with the Vayne as well, really going to stop any damage potential coming out here from the TPT team. So that is what we're waiting for. Obviously, there's a lot of extra burst potential coming out from this Riven. She's very good if she gets onto that backline. Does need to be wary of the spell shield coming out from Sivir. Going to stop her from being able to do a beautiful combo if it's used properly. Here's the Talisman of Ascension. They're going to go in on Thresh. He puts the box down. Everyone's a bit split across it. Frozen Tomb coming down there onto the Orianna. She's gone quite low. Lissandros is tanking up the entire backline. Shockwave only hits one person. Sivir is still alive, and they're going to jump on her, but it's not enough. Riven gets taken out. Beautiful play there, and that was a gorgeous team fight coming out from NumerOuno. They're going to be able to push for the tower and maybe get the inhibitor turret out of this one. Just beautifully played. The Dragon's Descent along with a gorgeous engage. Sometimes as a support, especially if you're playing someone without any CC apart from the silence of the, obviously, like Soraka, you need to understand that the Talisman of Ascension can be the best part of your kit. And she's used it beautifully there. As she saw the team split, actually Jarvan going back in here. Bang! Whoa, that critical damage! She goes in, the barrier popped. Is she going to be able to kite properly? She is! There's so much damage coming out here. Orianna is there. Lissandra jumping on the backline. She gets taken out. Orianna is still alive, but Shyvana is on full health. Is it going to be enough? It's a 3v4 at the moment. Riven is there. Soraka is going away. She's going to have to run. Starcall's coming down. Double kill for Shyvana. But the Riven and the Jarvan are still there. Thresh, if she could land a hook. Riven jumps in. Ravenous Hydro Pop. There is Jarvan going over the backline as well. Thresh is split off for Sejuani. Nice fake. Going to knock him back. Oh, he places the lantern. Is the hook going to hit? It is. They're going to go in on this one. Oh, she tries to flash away, but gets followed. There's the Jarvan play. Beautifully played. Oh, the heal is coming out. Give us some mana, wannabe. Are you going to escape? Yes, you are. Oh, Thresh hits the hook on Soraka. They're going to go in. No, they're not. Whoa, that was an intense fight. Just stayed around a little bit too long. NumerOuno stayed at that inhibitor turret just a couple of seconds too long. They got the turret down, weren't able to get the inhibitor down. Should have backed away. Would have kept them a bit better in the gold. But Dragon is up. Sivir is down here. Going to get this blue buff. Probably give it across to Lissandra. They have 4,500 gold in the lead now, so if they can use that properly, they should be able to get that dragon and solidify it. But what we see from TPT here is they're like, yes, we know they're going to go for dragon. That is what we would do in this situation, so we're going to try and sneak away this Baron. With Vayne, with that Blade of the Ruin King, a percentage health damage, going to melt that down. Shyvana's watered it. She has got Dragon's Descent, doesn't go in, and the Baron is secured there at 25 minutes here for the TPT team. Yes, they trade a dragon for it, but you will take that any day. So many extra stats coming out from Baron, going to be able to help them stop that push down mid lane, which is what NumerOuno will want to be doing now. They will want to be pushing down that mid lane. They'll want to be trying to solidify that inhibitor, get the lanes on their side. But at the moment, doesn't look like they're there. We see the top and the bot lane pushing against them. TPT, now with that Baron buff, going to be able to siege for a lot longer, going to be able to do a lot more with the small advantage that they've gained here. They're still behind in the gold, they're still behind in items across the board, but if they can properly kite, we saw good kiting coming out from, I assume it's Ruzak, R4ZK on that Vayne, and we saw Lucario using the shockwave effectively in the last fight. If they can properly chain that kite, chain the CC they got coming out from Thresh and Riven and Jarvan with the shockwave, they should be able to siege down these towers and perhaps manage to get this mid lane tower, because at the moment they're just a little bit behind in objectives. Yes, they got Baron, which is superb, but 4 towers behind, quite a bit of CS behind as well. Civ is almost double Vayne CS. It's going to be difficult for them to be able to come back from this if they don't use this Baron effectively. And I think at the moment they're just a bit tentative. They're a bit scared. They're not quite doing all that you would want them to be doing. So they're going to try and push for this tower. Lissandra's off to the side. She has her Glacial Path if she wants to join in this fight. Look at the wave clear coming out there. The static shiv from Sivir along with that Infinity Edge, melting down all of those towers. Going to make it, all of those minions, sorry, going to make it difficult for the TPT team to be able to push this one down and actually get the objectives they want. Look at this, Riven's going towards top lane. You can't, I understand splitting from your team, but you've got Baron. You want to be trying to use this advantage. You want to be trying to use the extra AD and AP that it gives you and a health regeneration. It's difficult, I understand, but really you want to be able to stop the enemy team from being able to push during this time. It is a very difficult thing to do, and we see Riven trying to get farmed up. 2-4-0 at the moment, not quite the position you'd want to be. Has gone for that Negatron cloak as well, so obviously quite scared of the magic damage coming out here from Lissandra. And a little bit from Sejuani and Soraka as well. Starcall, of course, really good because it reduces magic resist on your enemies, so going to make it even more damage coming out here from Lissandra. Sorry, just needed a drink of water. Difficult talking by myself for this entire time, but this is a really close game, and I think if you were in this game, I think perhaps if you're on the TPT side, you might feel a little bit behind. You might feel a little bit just up against the wall. Your inhibitor turret's down. Yes, you got Baron, but CS is against you as well. Cataclysm actually locking Wannabe in there. They're gonna go for this. That's not the tile you want though. The tank Sivir gets knocked up with that beautiful shockwave. Vayne is hit. So much damage. Look at that. Lissandra taking very low. Shyvana was not with this fight at all. Thresh, Talisman of Ascension a little bit late there. They're gonna go for the tower. Try and get this one down. Half health. It's gonna go down really quickly, and that was a gorgeous engage. Getting the tank, and that's not a thing you usually expect to, but the shockwave came in beautifully. Oh, beautiful flash play! There he goes in! Thresh is in the middle of them. Jarvan is tagging up the tower. No! Vayne is tagging up the tower. Oh, he tries to survive. It's not enough. Sivir gets the kill there. Dragon's Descent coming out, but Povo is going to caught. Sivir is going to go down. No, she's not. Yes! There goes Jarvan. Riven is here as well. They're going to go on Soraka. She has no more heals to do. Riven goes down. Shyvana is still alive, however. Going to try and chase down this Thresh. Is the burnout available? It will be any second now. Yes, it is. Thresh is going to go down. Sejuani is back up. Oh, he death sentence across the wall. Flay coming in there. I am sorry, Thresh. You have been ignited by that fiery dragon. And going to secure your kill. And whew, that was a team fight and a half. And I think the major deciding factor of that, it was beautiful. They got Sejuani. They managed to catch her out. They got the tower. Really nicely done. The shockwave locking Sivir out of the fight. Flash. Death sentence. I almost said flash flay, but it wasn't. It was a flash death sentence coming out from Thresh. Caught out Lissandra. They melted her down. Then Vayne tanked the tower. If that had been Jarvan, if that had been Riven, maybe not, but if that had been Jarvan, it would have been perfect. They would have picked up a couple more kills, but Vayne had to think about keeping herself alive, and she did that. Flashed out, got command protected, used her barrier as well, but it wasn't quite enough. And when they lost that damage source, when they lost all of those critical strikes, all of that percentage health damage, it meant they just couldn't follow up properly. Yes, they got a couple more kills, but Riven died for it, Thresh died for it, and Jarvan managed to get away, as did Orianna, but it wasn't quite as good as you would have wanted to have it happen. So if they hadn't gone in for that, the Flash Death Sentence was great. If they'd stopped there, they would have been able to get the tower and they would have secured a lot more for them, objective-wise, than they actually managed to, because they went so ham. Dragon is up in 50 seconds and Baron 1 minute 46 on that, so I don't expect to see a Baron / Dragon sort of fight like we saw in the last one, but you never know, might happen. Hopefully they'll be able to secure the Dragon safely without actually losing out any Baron pressure, any map pressure for that. Now, you see how much more on the back foot this NumerOuno team is. They're a bit more scared of this now. They know that Vayne's getting a bit fed. Cataclysm coming in, Talisman of Ascension. Nice Frozen Tomb on herself there. The Shockwave will come out any second, will it? No, it's not gone out yet. There's the burst kill for Shyvana, and Jarvan's really low. Nice Shockwave, only hitting up Shyvana though. Vayne is not in this fight at all. She's had to back away. It's not enough. Vayne and Orianna managed to survive, but Shyvana is a tank and a half. They're going to get Dragon. Riven gets out of that one as well, but the Shockwave just seemed a little late. It seemed like there were 3 people around that ball for a couple of seconds and it just didn't come out. Dragon going to be secured here by Sejuani. Lissandra and Soraka, going to be easy for them to get that one. And 40 seconds on Baron, like, it's coming up pretty soon. Shyvana's managed to go 7-2 now. Randuin's Omen, Spectre's Cowl, and that Sunfire Cape. Probably going to build into a Spirit Visage for that extra healing now. She's sitting on quite a bit of gold. So 1,700 for her to spend, 2,300 there for Lissandra. So when she goes back, she'll probably be finishing up that Zhonya's, have the Frozen Tomb Zhonya's combination, which is really well known. It's quite strong as well, because you can just keep yourself, like, you keep someone else locked out of the fight, get into the middle of the fight, lock them down, and then shut out any damage that could come back onto you, which is a really good move in these sorts of situations. It means that you saw it, Messiah used it on Twisted Fate quite a while ago. He would ultimate in and then press Zhonya, so everyone would use their skills where they saw him ultimating in, and then nothing would happen because he was Zhonya'd out of it. It was really gorgeous play by him. Baron control is coming up here, lots of wards. Ooh, Shyvana's in the middle of this one. She's on the other side of her team. Cataclysm coming on to Sivir, but Stonks is all by himself. Shockwave only hitting up Sejuani. Nice Glacial Prism there. Orianna's low. Vayne is getting tanked up here by Sejuani and Shyvana. There's the Zhonya is coming out, and it looks like this might be it. Riven is still alive. She's got the Guardian's Angels up. Shyvana tanking out Vayne. That's another kill. Thresh gets the kill on Lissandra, but it's not going to be enough. Here goes Riven, and that's a 1 for 5 exchange there for the NumerOuno team. They're going to push down mid lane. This is at least going to be an inhibitor. 30 seconds on the spawn timers. They might even be able to get this inhibitor and run straight back for Baron. Gorgeous fighting there. Shyvana and Sejuani doing everything they needed to do. Orianna was tanked up by them. That Shockwave only hitting one person, not as strong as you would have wanted it to. It looks like they're going to push for the Nexus Towers here. Sivir is positioning herself to come round onto this one. Look at the first Nexus Tower is going quite low, but everyone's up in less than 10 seconds. There's the first Nexus Tower. They might back away. No! Shyvana and Sejuani, yes they do. Yes they do. It looked like they wanted to stay around for a second there. They used that Talisman of Ascension. They're going to get away from this one. And the Baron has respawned. We might see TPT going for a sneaky Baron here. They know that the other team's going to have to back away a little bit. They have started to back away. Thresh is there, hasn't got the flash up at the moment. Oh, has actually got it up, so might flash Death Sentence again. Decides against it. They're going to come around, try and get onto the Shyvana. She's used that build toward a Cutlass to try and help herself get away. Burnout has been popped, and there we are. Sejuani staying around, as is Soraka. Soraka obviously going to be able to heal them up, keep them sustained up with that mana as well. They've started this Baron have TPT, and they're going to go in for it, but the entire team can pincer them in here. It's down to about half HP, down to 8,000, 5,000. Is it going to be enough? The Death Sentence comes in. Shyvana is there. Frozen Tomb. Shockwave hitting Baron. That is not what you want to be targeting. Vayne goes down. Sivir picking up that kill. Shyvana picks up Orianna. Riven, sorry. Sivir picks up Orianna. Stonks is going to go down, and this is the game. Thresh is taken out as the last support standing. Oh, nice flash away there, but Thresh, you cannot save this game by doing that. The surrender vote comes out. Well played, NumerOuno, managing to pick up that game Beautifully played by them. They were always just a little bit in the lead, and then those last two team fights were absolutely gorgeous. Really well done by them. We'll be seeing them in the finals. We're actually going to go straight into the finals because of a couple of issues with the other game. So we'll be back we'll be back in a couple of seconds. Probably about 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes, 300 seconds. That's a couple more than a couple, I understand. But 300 seconds, we'll be back. And I believe I'm casting with Eltazar. I'm not 100% sure. But thank you very much for watching. Sorry about all the technical difficulties we had, guys. This is the EGL Summoner Shield number 20. I'll be back. My name is Sona, and my co-caster will be at Eltazar, hopefully. We'll be back in just 300 seconds. Thanks very much for watching.